Well, Tom, a big weekend of racing here at the Curragh on the weekend, and the Queen's horse Carlton House going to make an appearance at the Derby.
Yeah, absolutely, and isn't it brilliant for it as well? The Dubai Duty Free Irish Derby, the horse given to the Queen by Sheikh Mohammed. It's absolutely superb. Short enough price, granted, but it's just great to have a royal runner for the first time in so long at one of Ireland's flagship race meetings.
Now we've got the first 5 runners past the post apart from the winner in the field, so outstanding field.
Yeah, you can't complain. I mean, Pourmois was always going to go for the Arc, so it's not really an issue that he's not turning up. We always knew, so many French trained horses just go that way. But yeah, we got 2 through 5. Carlton House. It's just a fascinating contest because you don't know how many of these young 3-year-olds actually handled Epsom and what difference the change in track, different way round, much fairer track at the Curragh, and how things are going to bear out.
How's the market looking for the Dubai Duty Free Derby?
Well, 7-4 about Carlton House, obviously your favourite, just pipped up by Pourmois at Epsom. Obviously complaints from Ryan Moore on that day as well that he got caught behind so-called rubbish in the field. There won't be too much rubbish in the field here at the Curragh this weekend. That's 7-4. It's then 3-1 about the second place horse Treasure Beach. It's 6-1 and bigger the rest. One that catches the eye though is the 5th place horse Native Can. So much controversy about him in the run-up to the race with all that injunction with Kieran Fallon, but there was only a length and 3/4 between him and Carlton House at the end of the Derby, and a different track running a different way, a little bit more. It's now 9-1. Maybe that'll appeal to a few each-way punchers.
Are you expecting them to come for the favourite?
I think so. I think it could again be another public gamble. Sir Michael Stout, he doesn't travel to Ireland very often. He doesn't send his horses to make up the numbers. He considers his options, very closely. We look at Workforce in the Arc last year. There was just so much confusion before the race. Was he going to go? Wasn't he? He turned up. He won. Very similar case could be with Carlton House, and wouldn't be surprised at all to see money for him.
Now 2 very classy fillies line up in the Pretty Polly in Midday, and the return of Snow Fairy.
Absolutely brilliant, yeah. Snow Fairy's been sort of around the world a bit, hasn't she? She's a superb operator for Ed Dunlop. But as well, we've got Midday, and she has been superb. Came out first time out this year. So rare. She doesn't win first time out, but she got within a length of St. Nicholas Abbey, who's finally shown us the promise he was going to show as a 2-year-old. He's now a genuine contender for middle distance honours as a 4-year-old. She got within a length of him. It's a fascinating clash, but she is the odds-on favourite Midday, and it's 2-1 then about the Ed Dunlop filly.
So the punters are saying it as a 2-horse race?
It would seem so, although Misty for me is in there as well at about 13-2, so could be another one. It's a weekend Aidan O'Brien absolutely dominates. She was obviously fancied before Epsom. Could be another case of a horse that didn't handle Epsom, comes on for the run at the Curragh.
Now the Cold Cup's been a great race over the years, so what do you make of that race?
Oh, it's a very, very tricky race this year. Wouldn't be surprised though if Mark Johnson's Charge, of course, won at Ascot there a couple of weeks ago. He could come out and make a charge for it, but it's very difficult to say. So many Aidan O'Brien runners still in it. I don't think we're looking at the next Fame and Glory or Yates, but there could be a few interesting ones that have sort of crept around in the field in the sort of listed races earlier on in the season that might run into a place for a few people. But watch Aidan O'Brien, whatever he leaves in it, it could be interesting. If not this year, then later on.
Now for the punters, have you got a best for Paddy Power?
Well, I have to give my boss a plug. Soul Power, of course, his mum's horse. He went on and obviously, won the Temple Stakes this year, won the Nunthorpe last year. Well, another one, Slade Power, runs in the Maiden, the first in the card on Sunday. So that is the real look of a good thing. And obviously I have to say that for the boss as well. But Slade Power in the first on Sunday could get us off to a good start.